President-elect Donald Trump doubling down on a campaign pledge to track Muslims entering the United States after this week's terror attack in Berlin. Is his strategy necessary to defeat terror? Joining us now for a fair and balanced debate is attorney Shayan Alahi, the author of Standing Alone, An American Woman's Struggle for the Soul of Islam. Asra Nomani, thank you both for joining us.
Hi, how are you?
So, Shayan, first to you, you had told our producers that you think there would be too many constitutional problems with a ban on Muslims entering the country from certain terror hotspots. But where in the Constitution does it say that you can't vet people from places that are really dangerous in the world who might want to hurt us?
Sure, banning is not vetting. You're talking about banning Muslims. He didn't say vetting. Vetting is completely fair, and we should scrutinize everybody.
This week?
President-elect Trump said that he's going ahead. That's what your topic is. So let me talk about that. The pathology of President-elect Trump is to knee-jerk react to everything that happens in the world, right? Then he backtracks. He still hasn't given an actual policy on how he's going to go about this ban because it's not feasible. For any policy to work, it needs to be constitutional, politically acceptable, and basically has to be implementable, right? Someone has to implement it. How are you going to ban all Muslims? And if someone comes to the embassy and says, I'm not a Muslim, are you going to let them in? I mean, it's just not a workable situation. I think President-elect Trump has no idea what he's talking about.
My understanding of what the President-elect said this week was that he thinks that he's been 100% right about everything that he's said so far, but he did not call for a ban on Muslims this week from my perspective down at Mar-a-Lago covering him.
No, he actually said that. He actually said that. He was asked a question, hey, are you going to go ahead with the ban on Muslims? And he said, yes, I've been 100% right, and you know that I've been talking about that, and we're going to do that. I'm paraphrasing him, but that's exactly what he said.
Okay. Asra, question for you. Do you think that, what would be more powerful? The actual imposition of this ban on Muslims coming from a certain part of the world, or just leaving it out there that that is a possibility, that that could be something that's coming?
Well, the misrepresentation we just heard and the hyperbole is emblematic of sort of this Chicken Little syndrome that we've had from so many people in our Muslim community, where
so are you saying he did not say that?
They take what we need as
are you
very
saying
clear
instructions.
I don't think you need to be rude to me by interrupting me.
No,
Thank
I'm asking.
You just made your point.
What we're hearing too with this kind of interruption is exactly what we experience in our community.
But you're lying on behalf of the President-elect.
One at a time,
when we try to stand up, as Muslims for the kind of clear policies that we need against extremism, what we hear from our Muslim community is exactly what your viewers are listening to right now: misrepresentation
you're for
and
a
a
ban on
deflection.
Muslims. Are you for a ban?
So what we need to do, what we need to clearly do, is stand up to the extremist interpretation of Islam and anybody who practices it. And so we need to protect our borders. And the clearest thing that I see from the Trump administration is that they can identify very explicitly the fact that we have a battle of our generation right now that is ideological. And I find that very refreshing. And what President-elect Trump said is that we are going to have a vetting process. Kellyanne Conway has come out. Kellyanne Conway has come out very clearly. Stop interrupting me. Kellyanne Conway has come out very clearly saying she has come out very clearly saying that it's not going to be a ban on all Muslims, and there is going to be a very clear instruction.
If we are going to talk about what the President-elect said 2 days ago, the President-elect was asked if the attack in Berlin had him rethinking possibly adding a ban on Muslims entering the country from certain places. And all that he said was that he thinks he has been 100% right about everything so far. Just want to make sure that the record is straight.
What he was talking about was terrorism. Okay.